Hi, Holly Perkins. How are you today? So what I want to share with you today is a little bit about eating for your blood type. If you've been following me for a while, you know that this is something I ascribe to. Now, back in the early 90s, there was a book that came out that was called Eat Right for Your Blood Type by Dr. D'Adamo. I want to whittle this down for you and make it very simply. The science goes back many, many years. He and his father actually did a lot of research on this topic, and throughout the past 20 years or so, some people ascribe to this approach, some do not. What I have found in my experience in coaching people for 20 years is that there are some broad strokes tenets about eating right for your blood type that still hold, and that I personally have found really do make a huge difference in your biology, your metabolism, how you feel, your energy, your ability to lose weight, and how your body responds to exercise. So I want to give you the easy 1, 2, 3, 4 on eating right for your blood type. Now, if you were to read the book, you'll see that each blood type is broken down into a bunch, basically every food under the sun, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent for you. Rather than going through this big, huge list, what I coach my clients to do is remember the top 3 basic ideas per blood type, and that is what I'm going to share with you today. So, drum roll. Your positive or negative RH factor doesn't matter in this conversation. So all we're talking about is, are you an O, an A B, or a B like me? I happen to be a B positive. Isn't that hilarious? It was even instilled in me at birth to be positive. So we're going to start with O. The basic 3 rules for an O are: minimize or completely avoid dairy, minimize and completely avoid most grain products, and this is the blood type that really thrives on animal protein, vegetables, and fat. For the A blood type, you're basically the complete opposite of an O. You want to avoid or minimize most meats. You want to avoid or minimize most dairy. And you actually want to eat largely a vegetarian or even a vegan diet. You're the one that grains, vegetables, beans, and fruit are really great for. A is essentially for vegetarian. So anything that comes in the form of an animal doesn't do so great in your body. B is for balance. I'm a B. The B rule is that pretty much all the food groups work well for us. We get to eat some meat, we get to eat some dairy, we get to eat some grains. We can pretty much eat from all the different food groups. The thing to remember is this: for a B blood type, chicken is particularly poisonous. This was something I identified 4 years ago, and it was a massive game changer for me. So if you're a B, you want to avoid chicken, avoid corn, and avoid wheat. Pretty much everything else serves you pretty well. An AB is very interesting. So an AB is basically an A, a vegetarian type person, but you get to include dairy. So an A is a great place to be if you want to be a vegan and you want to include some protein from dairy. So AB is largely vegetarian with very little to no meat. You get to lean on grains, vegetables, fruits, and you get to include some dairy. So I know that that's just a brief rundown, but those are basically the high points that I share with my clients. Now listen, I'm doing Live with Holly, live Facebook sessions every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow at Holly Perkins Fitness on Facebook, I'm going to be breaking down this conversation even more, and I would love for you to join me. You can join me on Facebook and on Instagram, and I'm going to be taking questions, and we're going to just hash out for a full hour this whole concept of eating for your blood type. I hope this helps. I know that it's kind of like the Cliff Notes version of eating for your blood type, but if you apply these principles, I can almost guarantee after about 2 to 3 months, you're going to feel different. I would love to hear from you. Share your thoughts. You can put them right there below, and I hope you'll join me live tomorrow. I'll see you next time.